Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I'm recording this video because I finally got the chance to sit down and read in depth the paper that has been causing quite an uproar on social media in recent days. The paper called Canaries in the Coal Mine, written by 𝐫𝐞𝐚𝐝 and his colleagues at Stanford University. For those of you who haven't read it yet, this paper is truly groundbreaking because it's the first paper of its kind that provides concrete evidence that AI is impacting the world of work, and in particular, entry-level workers. According to the paper, and I'm going to sort of quote some of the key findings, the entry-level workers that are most exposed to AI disruption are workers in software engineering and customer service roles. And in such professions and in such AI-exposed roles, according to the paper, we've seen a staggering 13% relative decline in employment in recent years, whilst on the other side of the aisle, workers who are more experienced or who are in roles that are more likely to be augmented by AI, in their case, hiring has been holding up quite well, or in some cases even increasing slightly. So this paper, it's the first of its kind. It finally comes and hopefully puts an end to the debate of whether or not AI played the role in the slowing in hiring we've seen in recent months, which many were putting down only on the economic uncertainty and overhiring during the pandemic. I was one to always say all three played the role, and the question was how big of a role AI was playing, and we're seeing it's actually a fairly substantial role, and a role that will probably only increase in the coming years. But why I'm recording this video is not to summarize the findings of a paper that you can already probably find on LinkedIn or have seen already online. It's to put forth maybe a contrarian view and to push experts in the space and the media not to focus now solely on figuring out how AI is impacting entry-level work, because whilst I believe this is important, and this is where indeed AI has been disruptive already, where I think the puck of AI disruption is moving in the coming 2 to 3 years is up the organizational chart to the middle management level. Why? Well, simple, for economic reasons. Companies have paid huge amounts of money for their AI investments, be it to power the LLMs with energy and GPUs or compute, or simply to pay subscription to one of the leading AI labs providing the AI chatbots we've now all, to some degree, started to play with. So because of these costs and because the productivity gains coming from these investments are slower to show, like it was the case with previous general purpose technologies, executives will be, in the coming 2 or 3 years, pushed by their shareholders to show the fruits of these AI investments. And whilst these fruits will come, I am strongly a believer of AI as a huge boon for economic growth and productivity. They will maybe not come as fast as some shareholders would want. And in these cases, executives will be pushed to show some productivity gains, to show how AI helps them to do more work with less workers, less people. And then what's the best way to cut costs in terms of, it's layoffs, but what kind of worker to lay off is actually not the entry-level worker. It's not executives, because obviously they would not fire themselves. It's the middle management level. It's the middle manager who's maybe been in a position for 10, 20 years, who's very comfortable, not necessarily willing to embrace AI, not necessarily willing to change his or her ways. And whilst executives will figure out how to deploy AI successfully, to finally realize what sort of tasks can be automated with AI, what sort of problems will AI help them solve, they will also figure out how potentially an entry-level worker or a few entry-level workers could do the job of a middle manager whilst augmented by AI at half the price. And when presented with this option, I think many executives will prefer to lay off somebody in the middle management level and again hire a few entry-level workers to do the job at a much lower pay grade. And when this happens, and I again estimate it will happen rather quickly, so within the next 2 to 3 years, we'll see, I think, an even higher level of disruption in the middle management layer caused by AI that we're now seeing in the entry-level layer. So my message is, whilst it's indeed important to focus on how AI is impacting entry-level workers, let's not forget that AI will impact all levels within an organization. And in my view, we should pay close attention to how AI will impact the middle management level and to prepare all workers, not just entry-level workers, for this disruption to come. Thank you. Curious to hear your thoughts on the topic, so please share them in the comment section. Have a lovely Sunday.